You need to watch this if you struggle with self-care. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more insights. In our modern Western world, we hear much about self-care. Often, it feels like another task we must do. Self-care can become one more item on that list. It promises to bring us relief and joy. But sometimes the idea of self-care itself can bring more pressure. We wonder if we are doing it correctly. The challenge with many Western self-care ideas is their focus. They often look at the surface of things. They suggest that external actions or products will fix our inner feelings. If we feel tired or sad, we are told to buy something new, or we are encouraged to escape our daily lives for a short time. These things might offer a brief moment of pleasure, but they do not often touch the deeper roots of our unease. True care must go further than this. It is about living with mindfulness and understanding. Let us explore this gentle path together. In many Western societies, self-care is often seen as a very personal thing. It is frequently described as me time. This idea suggests that we need to be alone to care for ourselves. Sometimes this focus on the individual can lead to isolation. We are encouraged to prioritize our own needs, perhaps even above others. While it is important to know our needs, this strong emphasis on me can sometimes make us feel separate from our community. This individualistic view of self-care is often supported by businesses. There's a very large industry built around self-care. It sells many products and services. We see advertisements for luxurious face creams, expensive spa treatments, and wellness retreats. These things are marketed as essential for our well-being. We are often positioned as consumers of self-care. We are told that buying these items will make us feel better. This turns self-care into a commercial activity, a transaction. Think about the messages we receive every day. Treat yourself. You deserve a break. Indulge yourself. These phrases often encourage us to spend money. Western self-care practices often present us with quick fixes. If you are feeling stressed, the advice might be to take a long bubble bath. If you are feeling a little down, perhaps eating your favorite comfort food is suggested. These actions are often promoted as immediate solutions to our complex emotions. They can provide a temporary feeling of relief, a brief escape from discomfort. However, they do not usually offer lasting peace or resolve the underlying issues that cause our distress. The main difficulty with these quick fixes is their superficial nature. They do not address the root causes of our suffering or unhappiness. They are like placing a small bandage on a deep wound. The bandage might cover the wound for a short time, making it less visible, but the wound itself is still there beneath the surface. It requires more thorough attention, more gentle care, and a deeper kind of healing to truly mend. Relying only on quick fixes means the real problem remains untouched. Eastern philosophies such as Buddhism and Taoism offer a very different understanding of well-being. They view it as something holistic. This means that true well-being involves caring for our mind, our body, and our spirit all together, as one interconnected whole. These different aspects of ourselves are not seen as separate parts. Instead, they are understood to be deeply linked. The health and harmony of one part will always affect the health and harmony of all the other parts. Practices like yoga, tai chi, and meditation are beautiful examples of this holistic approach. These are not simply forms of physical exercise. They are profound practices that help us cultivate inner awareness, stillness, and peace. They guide us to connect with our breath, which is our anchor to the present moment. They teach us to be fully present in our bodies and with our experiences. This deep connection to ourselves in the here and now is very important for our overall well-being. Eastern wisdom does not promise instant happiness or a quick escape from suffering. Instead, it offers us a gentle path of continuous practice. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed so far. We've explored the holistic nature of Eastern self-care and the importance of interconnected well-being. Now take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Think about your own self-care practices. Do they nurture your mind, body, and spirit as a whole? How often do you feel connected to others in your community? Pause for a few seconds and just breathe. This brief moment of reflection is a small yet powerful practice. It helps us become more aware of our current state and our needs. Now let's continue our journey into understanding interconnected well-being and the wisdom of Eastern traditions. Section 5. The strength of community, interconnected well-being. In contrast to the strong individualism often found in Western self-care, Eastern traditions place great importance on community. Our own well-being is understood to be deeply intertwined with the well-being of others. We are not seen as isolated individuals, like separate islands. Instead, we are recognized as part of a larger human family, a vast and intricate web of life, where every thread is connected to all other threads. What affects one, affects all. Therefore, supporting others and contributing to their happiness is also a way of supporting ourselves. When we practice acts of kindness and compassion, these actions benefit both the person who gives and the person who receives. When we offer help to someone in need or simply listen with an open heart, we feel a sense of connection and purpose. This feeling of being part of something larger than ourselves nourishes our spirit deeply and brings a quiet joy. Many traditional Eastern practices are often done together, in a group or community. For example, chanting sacred texts, meditating together in a sangha, or sharing meals in mindfulness can greatly strengthen the bonds between people. These shared activities create a supportive and nurturing environment. In such an environment, everyone can grow and learn together. Section 6. Prevention and Harmony, the Eastern Way. Eastern traditions place a strong emphasis on the practice of prevention. It is considered wiser and more effective to maintain good health and balance than to wait for illness or imbalance to arise and then try to fix it. This preventative approach involves living in a balanced and harmonious way each day. It is about consciously creating a lifestyle that supports our well-being on all levels. This consistent harmony acts as a gentle shield, protecting our physical and mental health. Elements like diet, physical movement, and adequate sleep are recognized as fundamental pillars of good health. However, in Eastern wisdom, it is not just about we do, but also we do it. Eating our food mindfully, savoring each bite, moving our bodies with awareness and joy, not as a chore, and allowing ourselves to rest deeply and completely are all key aspects. These mindful practices help to prevent the development of imbalance and dis-ease in our bodies and minds. Balance is a central and recurring theme in many Eastern philosophies. This includes finding a healthy balance between work and rest, between periods of activity and moments of stillness, between giving to others and receiving for ourselves. It is like walking a narrow path. We need to maintain our center to avoid falling to one side or the other. Section 7. Mindfulness and Inner Cultivation, the Art of Being. Mindfulness is a practice that lies at the very heart of many Eastern traditions. It simply means paying attention to the present moment, intentionally and without judgment. It is about becoming fully aware of our thoughts as they arise, our feelings as they flow, and the sensations in our body as they are. This gentle, non-judgmental awareness is a very powerful tool. It helps us to live more deeply and to understand ourselves more clearly. It is the art of truly being present with our life. Through the regular practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our own minds with kindness. We begin to see how our thoughts can sometimes create unnecessary suffering for ourselves and for others. We notice the patterns of our thinking. With this awareness, we learn not to be swept away by every thought or emotion that appears. We can then choose how to respond to our experiences with wisdom and compassion, rather than reacting automatically out of habit. This ability to choose our response gives us a profound sense of inner freedom. Section 8. Blending worlds, integrating Eastern and Western approaches. It is important to understand that we do not need to completely reject all Western approaches to well-being. Some practices and tools from the West can be very helpful and supportive. For example, talking with a skilled therapist can provide valuable insights and support when we are facing emotional difficulties. Modern medical science offers life-saving treatments and important interventions for many physical illnesses. We can be discerning and choose what is truly beneficial for us from all available resources. The key is to find ways to integrate the strengths of both Eastern and Western perspectives. We can use specific Western tools to address particular problems or challenges. At the same time, we can ground these interventions in the holistic wisdom and mindful practices of the East. This creates a more complete, balanced, and compassionate approach to our overall well-being. It allows us to care for ourselves in a way that honors all aspects of our being, body, mind, and spirit. For instance, we might find relaxation in taking a warm bath, which is a common Western self-care suggestion. We can enhance this experience by bringing mindfulness to it, an Eastern practice. Section 9. A Call to Mindful Living. Embracing True Self-Care. True self-care, the kind that deeply nourishes us, is not a luxury reserved for a few. It is an essential practice for living a happy, peaceful, and meaningful life. It is not primarily about acquiring more material possessions or indulging in expensive experiences. Instead, it is about cultivating inner peace, understanding, and a profound connection with ourselves and with all of life. This is a gentle journey, a continuous unfolding, not a final destination to be reached quickly. Let us learn to look beyond the often loud and distracting commercial messages about self-care. Let us seek out wisdom that truly nourishes our whole being, our body, our mind, and our spirit. The ancient philosophies of the East offer us profound and timeless insights. They teach us practical ways to live with greater awareness, deeper compassion, and more authentic joy. This wisdom is available to us in every moment if we choose to turn towards it. We can begin this journey with small, simple steps. We can practice mindfulness for just a few minutes each day, perhaps by paying attention to our breath or the taste of our tea. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us create more content like this. Thank you.